Day 15. Woo! Here we go. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Door 15 is over on this side. And let's see, where's the top of it? There's the number. There it goes. Oh, I see, it goes this way. It is a Stampin' Die, and it's a tree. A Stampin' Die that's a tree. All right, let's see what we're going to do. So this is our stamp, and this is our die. If we look at the size of it, it is, I believe, 2 inches tall. Let me take this off. It is just shy of 2 inches. But if we look at the bottom to the top of the stamp, it is 2 inches. That's what I'm going to use. Make it a little bit easier. So what I was thinking is I'm going to make a landscape 5x7 card. I'm going to stamp this 3 times on the front. The middle one will be for to hold the plate, to hold its place, because I'm going to die cut it and put the middle one on foam, but I do need it marked in the center. So we have our 5x7 here. So we need to mark 2.5, 2.5, and it is 7 across, so half of 7 is 3.5. There's 3.5. It's halfway across that way. And 2.5 is right here. So we want the center of the tree right there. All right, let me erase these other lines. You bring in the stamping platform. Lay this down. And look, clean. I'll tell you how I cleaned it before I go. So I'm going to take if you look on here, there's a spot right here where the trunk separates in the branches, and I'm going to put that right on the dot. Bring this down. I can turn this way now. Now I'm going to stamp this in black. I don't need this to be perfect because I'm going to be covering this. So I'm just going to stamp that down for placement. Alright, so now I'm going to, because I think this is, yeah, it's 2 inches across. So if I have, that's right at 2, so I want this to start at 1/2 inch. I'm going to put this here in the bottom of the tree. So it's straight. That's probably close enough. I'm going to pick that up. Ink it up. one on the other side. About there. Because you can't line it up exactly with the bottom because the edge of the stamp is there, so it won't match up exactly. Pick that up. A little ink. Now I need a white piece of paper. I'm going to stamp it and die cut it. Place that down. Do it one more time. Here we go. That looks good. Now we'll die cut this out. That looks good. Stick a piece of tape on there. I'm just going to use my mini. Alright, I'm going to bring my paper back in. I'm going to put some foam behind it. Peel those off. And because the stem is kind of skinny, uh-oh, that's clogged. All right, I will deal with that later. Let's see if this is thin enough. Cut this in half. Now we're just going to cover what's underneath. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to edge this with this, but I don't want it to be straight across. I want it to be, have a torn look. So if I tear this paper toward me, the green will not have an edge. Well, what I tear toward me will not have the white edge. What stays behind will. So if I flip it over and tear it, then the green, which is left behind and not bent, will have no edge, no white edge. So I'm just going to tear this. Let's see. I need this to at least be I was thinking it needed to be at least 1.5 inches. Yeah, about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to draw a light line 1.5 inches just to give me a little guidance. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. And I don't want to tear it straight. Oops. Yep, that's the side I'm going to keep. I want it. That might be a little too bumpy. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to put this here. I want to bring it down here. So let's mark it on the back. Now I need to cut off this line. Line that up. This I'm going to glue along the bottom. All right, I'm going to take the piece that I have left. Let's see, how much do I have to work with here? That much. I draw a line across the back. That's about how much I want to leave. And I'm going to tear this along that line. Let's see. That's sticking out a little bit too much. And this will get glued on the top. Now, I have a greeting sentiment, depending on where you live, is what you're going to call it. It says, thanks a million. And I want to stamp that down here. I'm going to make this a thank you card. So let me get my stamping platform. Bring that back in. Going to position this here. Hopefully sticking that on there first will not interfere with it. You can always pull it off and put it back on. I think about here. Yeah, that should be far enough away. It should be all right. I take out my black ink. Press down. That looks pretty good. Oh, I don't think I have to stamp that again. Thanks a million. Pull this off. Going to simply attach it to this card front. And this is measured 5 by 7, so it's going to go the length of the card. I think when you do this torn effect on it, it looks better that way. So we will line this up. And there you have it. That might be the fastest card I've ever made in my life. So there it is, with foam, a stamp. We used the die. Nice thank you card. Before I go, I wanted to show you how I cleaned my stamping platform. So I bought this Stays On all-purpose stamp cleaner. I figured if it got Stays On ink off of stamps, it sure should get it off my platform. So it has a little felt tip on it. And all you do is rub it on there and it will clean your whole stamp, your whole platform. Gets it right off. And then I did rinse it. Because I've heard people say that stamp cleaner can be a little oily. So I just rinsed it under water after that, and there it is. Voila, clean, good to go. So until next time, stay crafty.